Here at BingePipe, we realize we're not the biggest streaming service, but we are the one you're stuck engaging with at the moment. So maybe we can all just take a minute and get over ourselves. BingePipe isn't any more impressed by you than you are by it. Have questions? Call our BingePipe customer support party line.
Hi, I'm locked out of my account.
Is that the same bald man who was in the other scene?
Hi, I fast-forwarded it too far. Can someone tell me how to rewind?
Anybody near Dallas, want to make out?
I'm sorry, is there a BingePipe representative in here? Representative.
You'll figure it out together.
But is it the same?
Oh, okay, it's a different bald guy.
Thank you.
You want more BingePipe programming, tough guy? How about...
He's a cop that doesn't play by the rules. She's also a cop that doesn't play by the rules. You know, they might not be cops.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
Gluten! Okay, class, start pedaling faster. We're going up a hill now. Really push it. We're going up. Watch out! Oh God, somebody just opened their car door and we just got doored. Okay, throw yourself off the bike. Good. Now call an ambulance.
Your phone or other device will function as your buzzer. Data informs us that this is fun.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Oh, no, you don't, you son of a bitch. Not this time.
Honey, who was that?
Where are the kids?
Why did you yell? Who's at the door?
Are the kids home?
Yes, they're upstairs. Baby, you're scaring me.
We can't stay here.
What's happening?
It's nothing. It's just something from my past. I can handle it. Now, please go upstairs and pack an overnight bag. I want you and the kids staying at your mother's tonight.
If it's nothing, then why are we having to run away?
There's nothing to worry about. I said I've got this.
Mommy, Daddy, what's wrong?
Hey, sport. Mommy and Daddy were just having a conversation. How does a sleepover at Grandma sound tonight? We'll order a pizza.
Awesome.
Honey, someone's at the back door.
God damn it. I told you not to mess with my family.
Mommy, why is Daddy breaking a chair?
I'm not sure. Why are you breaking a chair, Roger?
Because I've got to board this door up, Maggie. Look, everything's gonna be fine. I just need you to grab my shotgun from the closet.
Roger, you're scaring me.
I swear I'll explain everything later.
Here's your gun. Oh no, Alice is up.
Hey buddy, why don't you go look after your sister?
Okay.
Who is at the door, Roger?
It's somebody who wants something from me.
Who is at the door?
I swear to God, can you just trust me for once?
Who is at the door?
It's an interrupting cow! There! You happy? It's an interrupting cow who...
Moo! Hey kids, do you like sharing? Yeah! Do you like oversharing at a work event, causing a cataclysmic rift between you and your peers that you can never erase?
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
While we wait for players to join, why not pour yourself your favorite drink and hold it in front of the screen so that we can see if our targeted advertising is working.
Do you BingePipe?
Funny you should say that.
Why?
Because of words.
BingePipe. We don't understand either.
Here's a look at just some of the quality programming BingePipe has to offer.
911, what's your emergency?
I think my husband's dead. He's been shot.
Okay, where are you?
1442 Willow Street.
It's going to be a few minutes before an ambulance team gets there. I'm going to give you instructions in the meantime, okay?
Okay.
All right. The first thing I need you to do is record the murder scene. Get a few different angles and maybe add a slow pan to a wall of family. Oh yeah, that'd be really nice.
What?
Ma'am, please stay calm. We need you to film a few things for the potential true crime doc about your husband.
True crime doc? What are you talking about?
Ma'am, I need you to calm down and listen. It's crucial that we get some B-roll right now, or, production is gonna drag on for this project.
I am not filming that!
Well then, can you at least get some footage of a neighbor acting weird, or saying something cryptic, or could you get some footage of maybe a crow flying from a telephone wire, landing on a fence?
Love stories.
He was my barista.
She was my favorite customer.
And yada yada yada.
We've been married for 12 years.
Love stories.
We were coworkers. I probably asked her out about 10 times over 2 years. Every time she was like, no thank you. I was thinking, eating, and dreaming no thank yous. I had totally given up at one point, and then out of the blue, she smiled at me, and I just went for it. Bam! And this time, it was different. This time, she was like, seriously, no, please stop. You're making me uncomfortable. So I asked out a different girl, and now I've been with this girl, Sharon, for like 6 years.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years.
Love stories.
This game now comes in a variety of scents if you have certain forms of synesthesia.
Detective Arlo here. What happened?
This couple was murdered in their home and dismembered in the backyard.
Have we identified them?
June and Dan Carter.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm June Carter.
Yeah, and I'm Dan. We're alive.
What miserable sicko could do something like this?
No one. No one did this. We're totally fine.
You can't make this vile stuff up.
You did. You made it up. We're both alive.
We'll let the court of public opinion decide that, lady. Tag 'em and bag 'em, boys.
Ring, 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 ring. Hi, it's me, Evan Jacover. You might remember me from Evan Jacover, Best Friend for Hire. Well, as it turns out, there's not a lot of money in the friendship business, so that's why I've decided to rebrand myself. Today, I'm proud to introduce my new business venture, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Does your classroom need someone in the back of the room to scoff at the teacher while resting their legs on a desk and wearing sunglasses? Is your party missing a mysterious and stoic stranger smoking in the corner? I might cough up a storm, but I'm up for the task. Does your small town need a lovable renegade who vandalizes the sheriff's office with washable paint? I can do all these things because I'm one bad boy. I'll wear a leather jacket that's a little too big on me. I'll ride one of those motorcycles that has 2 wheels in the front. I'll pull out a switchblade. That's really a comb. I'll do all these things because I'm the baddest of boys. Are you a woman who doesn't yet realize how strong and independent you are, so you think you need to be with a troubled soul? Well then call me, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Whew. I hope I don't really have to smoke.
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world. Binge Pipe, in an effort to capitalize off of 90s nostalgia, presents You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you up?
I am Cookie Masterson, and I'm pleased to announce the winner of the 65th Annual Plainfield City of Commerce raffle is... Hey, get that drummer boy out of here! Darn drummer boys will be the death of me. 2 players. Okay, in the event of a tie, I'll decide that you're both losers. All right, let's make beautiful music.
Time for question 1.
First up, stuck together pages of greatness. Say you visit a luxury spa that plays recordings of classic literature while you're being pampered. If you want your massage to have a happy ending, what is your best bet? Hot Stone and Wuthering Heights, Swedish with Anna Karenina, Shiatsu and The Great Gatsby, or Deep Tissue and Jane Eyre? Okay, let's take a look. At the end of Jane Eyre, she marries her true love, Mr. Rochester. I mean, sure, that's after Rochester's first wife sets fire to his house and jumps off the roof, but this was 1847, so you take what you can get.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
There is no hiding from... Tag, you're it. Because they look alike, what might Facebook ask classic literary character Tom Canty when he posts a selfie? Do you want to tag Oliver Twist? Do you want to tag Huckleberry Finn? Do you want to tag King Arthur? Or do you want to tag Prince Edward? Let's see who got it. Oh, ouch. Tom Canty swaps places with his lookalike Prince Edward in The Prince and the Pauper. Same thing happens with me and Brad Pitt. Super annoying.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Next, ho-ho holding government accountable. And do you hear something on the roof going click, click, click? That's right, it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's one of Santa's reindeer or a news anchor from CNN. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Santa's reindeer or CNN. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Let's go. Prancer. Tapper. Comet. Donner. Cooper. Blitzer. Blitzen. I've seen worse. Moving right along.
I don't need you anymore.
Introducing eye candy. I'm just sitting here eating candy, and I'm trying to remember which M&M character wears glasses? Green, brown, blue, or yellow? Okay, what'd you pick? Well, I've seen worse. The bad news is your answer. No, I'll get it. Introduced in 2012, Ms. Brown M&M is the one with corrective eyewear. Actual M&Ms contain no glass, unless you're a recovering chocoholic with a broken candy dish. Coming up, Killer Micah. Imagine the hip-hop duo Run the Jewels ran barefoot over a bunch of diamonds, destroying their feet but inspiring a song. Which of the following lyrics would not reference a traditional cut diamond shape? My feet are a mess. These cuts are princess. Loss of blood is common. The cuts are almond. Through the pain I'm pushing, my cuts are cushion. Or blood up to my knees. Those cuts are marquise. So who got it? Almond is actually a popular fingernail shape, but not used to describe a diamond. Say goodbye to round one. Clearly this isn't a popularity contest because here's the scoreboard.
Currently, these players have the same number of points. Weird.
Wow, you're really doing it. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round two is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Feast your eyes upon this. Remember Third Rock from the Sun? Suppose NBC rebooted Third Rock, but set it on Jupiter instead of Earth. What would be the most appropriate name for the new show? Sixth rock from the sun, first gas giant from the sun, fourth inner planet from the sun, or last multi-mooned planet from the sun? Okay, who chose what? Jupiter is the gas giant closest to our sun. I'll bet gas giant and our sun are phrases often spoken by French Stewart's parents. Look, all the questions can't be about memes.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
And now, type equals squiggly bracket, cinema, comma, actor, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Binge Pipe needs help identifying a, customer, so...
So we're going to let you borrow some personal data in hopes that you can tell us who it belongs to.
I'm sure that's perfectly legal.
How can I catch Captain Jack Sparrow? How can I kill James Bond? How can I make sure old men have no country? Whose search history have we acquired? Mads Mikkelsen, Javier Bardem, Forrest Whitaker, or Christopher Lee?
So what'd you pick? Javier Bardem played villains in the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie and the 26th James Bond film, and perhaps most famously, No Country for Old Men.
We can learn from him.
Hey, question!
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question that lifts Cookie up or a question that hurts Cookie's feelings? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Well, that was a waste of time. Binge Pipe will select the slightly less satisfying option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Oh, here's a good one. A question that lifts me up. If I, Cookie Masterson, were ambrosia salad, what could you say to me? Cookie, you're hot. Cookie, you're sweet. Cookie, you're well done. Or Cookie, you're crisp. And how do we do? Ambrosia salad is a mushy fruit salad with marshmallows and whipped cream. And by the way, thank you. Take a good look at... Are you ferkantig kidding me? Which of these poorly self-constructed answers mentions the founder of IKEA? Stieg Larsson, the answer of course is. Stefan Edberg, it did in 20th century. Ingvar Kamprad was it started by. Or Dolph Lundgren, founder is of it. Who picked what? Ingvar Kamprad founded IKEA in 1943. from, and because the... Oh, sorry, I thought I assembled this question correctly, but there are a few leftover words. I'm sure that's not a bad sign.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
It's time for... I prefer to watch luxurious TV. If TV super producer Shonda Rhimes decided to expand her television empire with a line of luxury bathroom products, what would not be included in the Shonda Rhimes bathroom line? Olivia Pope handmade soap, Victoria Grayson wash basin, Meredith Grey porcelain bidet, or Annalise Keating shower seating? Hope you like what you picked. Let's call this a teaching moment. Victoria Grayson is from the ABC drama Revenge, which is not a Shonda Rhimes production. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Works every time. Let's see how frequently you can find a right answer. Good luck. Player one takes it! Way to go, Player One. I never thought you would win. But what do I know? Well, I do know this one thing.
You don't know Jack!
This is a very interesting wine because if you look at the label, you can see the cause and date of your death. When I joined the religion, I was really hoping it was a cult, but later I figured out it was all on the up and up and not a cult at all. So I left.
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class that will teach me that women aren't commodities and challenges based on archaic standards of masculinity.
You're on, man!
Yeah! Why can't I cry?
Hey, I'm Nolan. Follow me as I travel the world with only a backpack, a plan, and a credit card that never runs out of money.
The Trust Fund Traveler. New episodes premiere during your work shift.
BingePipe not only gives you quality content, we provide menu screens to reach that content. BingePipe asks the revolutionary question, could a fictional framing device for a video game change the entire future of media consumption? Our investors sure hope so. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the BingePipe Streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with BingePipe.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There's literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process, you just click a button and stream.
Sometimes I was streaming without even clicking the button.
I'm not totally sure what that button does, actually.
I started out just streaming games, but now I can't stop streaming.
Seriously? I can't stop streaming. How do I turn this off?
I think I'm streaming right now.
The eye of BingePipe is unblinking.
I unplugged my webcam, but the light's still on. I put it in a drawer, but it's still weird.
It's very weird.
Super weird.
It's uncomfortable and weird.
BingePipe Streamer program. If you're listening to this, it's already too late. Prepare your body for enjoyment with this upcoming BingePipe programming.
Hey, I'm Austin Creed. You might know me from my career as a sports entertainer or from my highly successful YouTube channel Up Up Down Down. But from now on, you're only going to know me from BingePipe. That's right. I just signed an exclusive multi-decade deal with BingePipe. Apparently. I don't really remember signing it, but they have all the paperwork, so I guess I did. I'll be hosting hours and hours of BingePipe programming right from this tiny locked room in BingePipe headquarters. And I'll be wrestling for the BingePipe Wrestling League, which they assure me is a real thing. I'm already so busy producing great BingePipe content, I couldn't go home if I wanted to. So, look for me, Austin Creed, right here on BingePipe, and please, tell my family that I love them.
Truffles and tea cakes, tickles and truffs, they are equivalent treats. If you asked me to choose, I'd say, oh, that's a muse, because they are precisely equal to me.
Sorry, what was the question?
A tip from BingePipe. To prepare for this trivia game, we recommend reading all of the encyclopedias.
I tell you though, kids are a lot different these days. Just this morning, I was on the bus and I heard a young person talking about how they were having trouble building.
BingePipe's interactive menu screen puts the interactive menu in interactive menu screen. Binge Pipe is more than just a streaming service. It's also a way of life and a good friend. Is it also a shell corporation up to no good? We'll never tell.
As a mom, I used to stay up nights worried about what my kids were watching on TV. But then I got Binge Pipe. With hours and hours of quality movies, TV programs, and game shows, I haven't had time to worry about my kids at all. Whoa! A movie about a horse that's also a doctor? Looks like I'm missing another dance recital.
Is it possible to have too much content? These new Binge Pipe programs say no.
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
I've never told anyone that before. Not even my mom, because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
My name is Kendall.
Whoops-a-doodle.
We here at Making Murders just want to, I guess, apologize? You know, for making so many murders. Sorry about that. Our bad.
Hey guys, what's up? So if you saw my last vid, then you know I took a photo of myself every day for a year. Thanks for all the positive feedback. It was a really fun project, and I learned something about myself while doing it. It turns out I'm a narcissist.
This game comes with an extended timer function so you can add more time. Unlike life, because you are mortal and death is inescapable.
Hello, listeners. If you love podcasts, you'll love our new show. We collect clips of everybody's favorite part of podcasting, apologizing for the quality of the podcast. Please enjoy every excuse, justification, and admission of laziness.
Welcome to the Great Ping Pong Debate. I want to apologize for the echo. We're not in our usual studio.
This is Real Bears or Niels Bohr, and you'll have to forgive me as I'm fighting a cold this week.
I'm not going to lie to you, listeners. This is my least favorite Australian serial killer. But we said we'd create dating profiles for them all, so...
As you can tell, my neighbor's dog is very excited to list all the episodes of Pushing Daisies from most to least charming, and...
Join us, won't you? It'll be a good time, and we promise the clips won't sound so poorly spliced together once we get used to the software.
Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean, is home to some of the world's most unusual sea creatures, including the anglerfish.
Oh my god. Oh, what is that thing? What is that? Is that a fleshy growth on its head? Oh my god. Oh, what kind of god would create such a monstrosity? Get it off my screen. There's so many gross fish. Oh, this is a waking nightmare. Oh, how long is this documentary? 52 minutes? Oh my gosh, oh boy, I think I'm gonna be sick.
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
Binge Pipe provides the quality content my friends and family needs for entertainment. But what about my physical nourishment?
Sounds like you need to try Binge Pipe carrots.
Come again?
Binge Pipe farms create human consumables using the latest data technology. Instead of water and sunlight, the crops are fed your personal information to create produce that's produced specifically for their target audience.
Binge Pipe is lashing out against its parents by bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, the streaming service that watches you back.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and the day I give up this job is the day I die. At least that's what Binge Pipe tells me. We are gathered here today to witness the union of these two players in trivia. And we're off. Time for question 1. To get things started, can I get those digits? Some people prefer online shopping to retail, but I've never had to remember a password to get into JCPenney. What could you order from Amazon Prime if they only shipped quantities that were prime numbers? 33 prime rib steaks, 45 buckets of paint primer, 49 Optimus Prime action figures, or 53 Primus CDs? What'd you guys pick? 53 is the only number on the list that's a prime number, which is a number that can only be divided by 1 and itself. Unlike my love of Primus, which can never be divided by anything, Mom.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. I remember when reality TV was about something. It's amazing to me that Survivor is still on the air. I honestly thought they would run out of islands by now. If Survivor shot a season on the largest island of debris in the ocean, what would that season be called? Survivor Great Atlantic Garbage Patch? Survivor Great Indian Garbage Patch? Survivor Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Or Survivor Great Arctic Garbage Patch? I love this part. I think you know it's coming. Is what you had in mind? Coined the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the world's largest collection of ocean garbage, which is roughly the size of Texas, is located in the Pacific Ocean. Good God, I love watching garbage on TV.
Why don't we do it with 3?
I call this one, no, Man's an Island, and it's time for This or Dat. I'm gonna read you 7 things, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's the name of an island or a TV detective duo. Don't think too hard, I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between an island or a detective duo. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Okay, let's do it. Trinidad and Tobago. Rizzolian Isles. Turks and Caicos. Wallis and Futuna. Benson and Stabler. McNulty and Bunk. Castle and Beckett. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. Let's get on with it, shall we?
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
Here's one I like to call, what if they read Game of Thrones in Game of Thrones? What Ian McEwan novel would Cersei Lannister and her brother Jaime most identify with and enjoy as part of their winter book club? Amsterdam, The Children Act, The Cement Garden, or Atonement? Let's see how that shook out. Well, now you have a wrong to atone for. Ian McEwan's The Cement Garden is about a brother and sister who fall in love, so that would really speak to Cersei and Jaime Lannister. Spoiler warning, The Cement Garden would be a great nickname for Jorah Mormont. Next up, we're always listening. That sounds creepy.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you've recently purchased 42 towels, we thought you'd enjoy reading A Confederacy of Dunces, Bridget Jones' Diary, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or Rich People Problems.
I love this part.
According to this novel, towels are the most versatile invention in the universe, and 42 is the ultimate answer to the ultimate question. We may have your purchase history, but don't panic. It's unlikely our customer database will be breached a third time.
That's it for round 1. Where's that beautiful scoreboard?
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, there's a soft spot on every apple. It's you. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And remember, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. Player 1, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Behold. How now, Laughing Cow? I bought some Laughing Cow cheese just in case I ever get invited to a party, and I'm looking at the package. I didn't notice this before, but what accessory is the Laughing Cow wearing? Necklace, glasses, hair bow, or earrings? So who got it? Insert banana peel sound effect. The Laughing Cow Cheese Cow is indeed laughing, all while wearing a tasteful pair of cheese earrings. She is also completely naked except for those earrings, to which I say, live your life, Laughing Cow.
Las Péos se moquent de moi. 7.
This one's called Animal Name plus Animal Name equals Animal Name. Which of these animals did I just make up? Turtle dove, bumblebee bat, kangaroo rat, or elephant hog? Okay, who chose what? What a pity. Kangaroo rats, bumblebee bats, and turtle doves are all real animals. An elephant hog is not. If an elephant hog was real, I'd like to think it would be an elephant the size of a pig, and it would live in my house, and you would wear little clogs, and I would love you so much. Oh, I know you don't exist, but I will always love you, little elephant hog.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Up next, nice try, officer. And hey, stress cut with mime sore.
It's time for a
Remember to type quick. That cash will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, here it comes. Check out this gibberish phrase and let me know what movie line it rhymes with. Smell some glue? You're classic, narc. And don't let that punctuation fool you. Greetings from... the world of the dinosaur. Hello, you're in Monsterland. So, what was it? Okay, let's move along. How about this one? Disemboweled. Which of these serial killers was executed by a literal game of hangman in 1896? John Wayne Gacy, son of Am, Jack the Ripper, or Holmes? What'd you guys pick? The letter missing is H, and H.H. Holmes was hung in 1896 for killing somewhere between 20 and 200 people. I once applied to be an executioner's assistant back when I was desperate for work, but apparently beggars can't be noosers.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Why not try naming names? If I asked the star of the film Call Me By Your Name to call me by his name, what would I say? Call me Jordan, call me Army, call me Chadwick, or call me Channing? Who picked what? Armie Hammer is one of the main stars of Call Me By Your Name. When someone calls me Mr. Masterson, I say, please, Mr. Masterson was my father's name. Call me by your father's name. It gets really weird really quick. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches... Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. M is for middle name. It's weird to see these famous people without their signature middle name. Player 2's got it! Way to go, Player 2. That big of a lead is just obnoxious. There is such a thing as being a sore winner, you know, when it comes to good sportsmanship.
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Hi, I'm and I wrote the hangman question about serial killers from this episode, and most other serial killer trivia in this game. Also, I'm the author of several serial killer essays for online channels that are blocked at this point. I often read up on serial killers to prepare for trivia writing, dinner conversation, or wedding toast. I cosplay as villains. Dissemble me no more. Tear up the planks. Here is the beating of his hideous heart.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content.
Imagine a world.
My God, the specimen.
It's growing out of control.
Where scientists go too far.
Should we go in?
No, seal the door.
But still know how to follow proper protocol.
Okay, the chemical shower killed it.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Lunch?
You've heard of a tables, ladders, and chairs match, but this week on Wrestling is Everywhere, we are taking the competition to a new level by having it in the middle of a fully operational high-end furniture and home decor store.
I'm gonna rip you apart, sectional by sectional, armoire to footstool, because you are a sham, and matching duvet set. You're going to seasonal table runner for your life until you throw in your tea towel. You're about to hit the grounds, cause here comes the French press.
Hi, I'm looking for wall sconces.
No!
This week on Wrestling is Everywhere.
Hey man, you succulent.
Talk 23/7.
Nate Shapiro here, and up next on Truth Talk 23/7, what are my neighbors up to? It sure seems like they're up to something. Well, I've got their mail and their garbage, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Truth Talk 23/7.
Truth Talk.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
Got a date right after work, and you find yourself a little worried about what's going on down there? Well, maybe you shouldn't have let that family of possums move in.
I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
Listening to You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. I'm Schmitty, and I'll be your guide as we cruise down memory lane to play some of the classic Jack commercials from yesteryear. Hey, do you remember the 90s? You don't? Well, that's going to be a problem. Listen to these classic commercials anyway.
When I first heard about MatchYourSock.com, I thought, there's no way they can match my sock, but they made me a believer. They really did.
I put these socks together, and it was like static electricity. I mean, the chemistry was instantly there.
People can't believe it when I show my socks now. They think they're seeing double.
MatchYourSock.com is the #1 match site for single socks. We use 47 proven points of sock compatibility in areas like color, length, elasticity, and odor to make sure you find the perfect match for your sock every time.
MatchYourSock.com works.
It works. It just works.
So what are you waiting for? Sign up for MatchYourSock.com and start your free 3-week trial today. We guarantee it'll be the perfect fit.
Uber Nostrum.
It's delicious.
Uber Nostrum tastes just like candy.
I mean, it's tasty.
I enjoy the freedom of Uber Nostrum.
It takes the pain away.
Uber Nostrum.
Uber Nostrum makes me feel fresh.
Uber Nostrum improved my golf game.
I made $20,000.
I never knew love, and then I tried Uber Nostrum.
Uber Nostrum.
I haven't cried in weeks, I think.
You should take Uber Nostrum, just in case.
There's no downside.
It looks great. I look great.
I feel great now.
I feel good.
Good.
Goodness.
Savory goodness.
Uber Nostrum.
This is going to sound strange, but I feel more like a woman.
I feel more like a woman.
Uber Nostrum changes lives.
Thank you, Uber Nostrum.
Thank God for
Uber Nostrum.
Du musst mehr gut gefühlen mit
Uber Nostrum.
Your temper is just like your mother.
My temp... What?
How do you know you don't know anything about my mother?
No, I didn't.
Did you know? What are you trying to say?
Okay, I knew your mother.
What? How did you know my mother?
Knew your mother.
What are you saying?
In France. I don't know, I had too much to drink. And
what are you trying?
No, I loved her for many hours. And she had you out of the wedlock.
Old man, are you trying to tell me that...
Schmitty.
You're trying to tell me that you are my...
Say it!
Daddy? This is Schmitty, and you've been listening to You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio.
You don't know Jack Oldies Radio.
Truffles and tea cakes and truffles. I love them exactly the same. If you asked me to pick, I'd say that's a trick because I love them exactly the same. Oh!
Coming soon. A new blockbuster film by Binge Pipe.
We've got 4 hours before the time portal closes.
Then there's just enough time to solve the riddle. A completely original film. We made this. The dinosaurs are loose.
And they can fly.
It certainly wasn't made for cinematic release. Tested poorly. And now they're looking for somewhere to dump it.
The lava, it's intelligent.
Maybe I can help.
King George III.
This is something we wanted to do.
Then let me say it. In rap. Drop the beat, King George.
Coming soon. Obligation.
Get ready for a block of classic You Don't Know Jack commercials from previous games. I'm Schmitty, your guide to the past, here on You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. Do you remember where you were when you first heard these classic commercials? I do. I was at work. Let's spin a few.
1 ticket to Bloody Bloody Murder, please.
Wait a minute. How old are you?
17.
I don't believe you. You look 6.
Aw, man, shucks.
Hey, kid, if you want to seem older and get into R-rated movies, you gotta smell older. Here, try a bottle of Old Man Essence.
Hey, neat. 1 ticket to Bloody Bloody Murder, please.
You have the mature smell of mothballs and elderly B.O. Sorry about before.
Thanks. Essential, man.
Remember, kids, buy Old Man Essence so you too can smell old enough to live.
Lonely? Poor? Depressed? Let the Psychic Enemies Network put everything in perspective. Psychic Enemies guide your career.
My psychic enemy told me to abandon my cancer research facility for a menial low-paying job at the Perky Putt mini golf range. Thanks, Psychic Enemies.
Psychic Enemies give financial advice.
After I gave him my social security number and bank account number, my psychic enemy predicted bank fraud. Thanks, Psychic Enemies.
And Psychic Enemies know about love.
Psychic Enemies told me to break up with a wealthy Nobel Prize winner and go back to unsatisfying one-night stands. Thanks, Psychic Enemies.
1-900-ENEMIES. With enemies like these, you'll never have friends again.
Are you tired of that pesky rooster waking you up in the morning?
I'll stay.
But you don't want to hurt its feelings?
Yeah.
Then call Lance McHenry, Rooster Therapist. Lance will sit down with your rooster and gently explain the situation to him.
Listen here, delightful bird. Your crows are excellent, but they're just not necessary.
And if that doesn't work, Lance will shoot him. So call Lance McHenry today and put your rooster worries behind you. You'll thank yourself for it, and so will your rooster.
That's it for this session of You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. I'm Schmitty, and I'll always be with you in your memories. My God, that's a terrifying thought.
You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio.
It's worse than we thought, sir. Those giant snakes are heading towards Earth.
Thank you. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the first step to becoming an entrepreneur? And my answer is simple. Start following 90,000 people on Twitter.
I love the relish that is coming through in this buttercream froth.
Binge Pipe will honor the terms of the bet and present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, if you have to ask, we probably aren't streaming it.
Hey, I'm Cookie, and this is You Don't Know Jack, a game that's easy to learn, but easy to master. Wait, I suppose you two will be wanting separate checks? And right this way, please.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, singles night at the watering hole. Picture it. A suitor with an impressive neck beard decides to go full alpha and approach the fastest mammal at the bar. He tips his fedora and says, "Milady, Milion, Milama, or Maleopard seal." Okay, let's take a look. Seals swim at an impressive rate, but not enough to seal the deal. Lions have been clocked running 50 miles per hour in short sprints. Sorry, animals, it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't graze here.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's known as a patronizing saint. What's an example of me mansplaining a Michael Mann movie? Okay, Jurassic Park is about a dinosaur theme park. Fight Club is about a group that fights each other. Gladiator is about a Roman gladiator. Or The Last of the Mohicans. Okay, what'd you pick? It'll get easier in time. Yeah, let me mansplain this. Of the films listed here, Michael Mann only directed The Last of the Mohicans.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Coming up next, masters of a very small part of the universe. And put away your tiny plastic sword. It's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna list off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a character from the original line of He-Man toys, or a failed social network launched by Google. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between He-Man or Google. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. Ready? Good. Wave. Stratos. Cut. Orko. Blade. Buzz. Fisto. You barely rose above my expectations. All right, let's move on.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
Here we have, this time machine runs on diesel. If Vin Diesel traveled back in time and convinced Jane Austen to write a sequel to one of her classic novels, what Fast and Furious-inspired title would it have? Too Sound, Too Fury, Too Pride, Too Prejudice, Too Old Man, Too Sea, or Too War, Too Peace? Let's see who got it. Jane Austen wrote the timeless classic, Pride and Prejudice. Too Pride, Too Prejudice. Haughty conversations just got haughtier. Here's one for you. Speaking of sequels, Say Vin Diesel convinced Jane Austen to write 4 sequels, all mirroring the Fast and Furious sequel titles. What should Pride and Prejudice 5 be called? Proud 5, Prejudice 5, Pride and Prejudice Tokyo Drift, or Fate of the Prejudice? So what'd you pick? Need a hug? The 5th Fast and Furious movie was titled Fast 5. So please, stop tweeting at me saying I don't do enough Fast and the Furious references. Round 1 is history. How's everyone doing?
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, you could use a little help. And there's no shame in that. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Player 2, your only hope is to answer quick before player 1 has time to screw. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
Just wonderful, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next up, can you feel the glove tonight? Man, Donald Glover is so multi-talented. If Donald Glover moved to France to become a glover, what would his glove-making pseudonym be? Childish Coiffeur, Childish Boulanger, Childish Gantier, or Childish Couturier? Hope you like what you picked. My buzzer isn't working, but a gantier is a French glove maker.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Take a good look at the dessert that dare not speak its name. It's true that we can't have our cake and eat it too, but let's say you wanted to eat your cake, then have it, later. You have your reasons, okay? I'm no one to judge. In progression, how will your cake change its name before you can have it back? Cake bolus chyme poo, cake troche bile poo, cake amylase lipid poo, or cake glomblum cecum poo? And how do we do? Okay, that's wrong, but I'm so glad you picked this one. Glomblum is a word I made up, and I want people to start using it. It can mean anything, I don't care. Glomblum. Make it viral. This one escaped you. After food is chewed, it's known as bolus, then in the stomach it becomes chyme, before legally changing its name to poo. And the best part is, it's all yours. You can have it.
Question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question you've already played, or a question you'll play again later? Choose on your devices now. Here are the consequences of your choices. You have engaged with the process.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Here we have a question you've already played. If Vin Diesel traveled back in time and convinced Jane Austen to write a sequel to one of her classic novels, what Fast and Furious-inspired title would it have? 2 Crime, 2 Punishment, 2 Mice, 2 Men, 2 Sense, 2 Sensibility, or 2 Harry Potter, 2 Prisoner of Azkaban? Let's see who got it. Besides writing Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen also wrote Sense and Sensibility. 2 Sense, 2 Sensibility would star Eleanor Dashboard and Edward Ferrari. Yeah, and that joke goes out to all the die-hard Austen heads in the house. I see you out there.
Na 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 na
Here's one I like to call the Crate Depression. What would you find in a loot crate box that was curated by archaeologist Howard Carter? King Tut beef jerky, a Rosetta Stone iPad cover, Dead Sea Scrolls underwear, or a Marie Antoinette bobblehead? Who picked what? Correct your mistakes in the future. For what it's worth, Howard Carter was the archaeologist who discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922. So be warned that beef jerky is probably cursed. I mean, even more than the usual for beef jerky.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Feast your eyes upon this. The stupidest question in the whole game. Which of these ebooks is also an ebook? Vince's Brother, an Entourage novel? Vince's Agent, an Entourage mystery? Vince's Driver, an Entourage adventure? Or Vince's Manager, an Entourage novella? So who got it? Here's the answer that got away. E was the nickname of Vince's friend and manager on Entourage. Did HBO ever make any shows after Entourage? My mom stopped letting me use her account. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful.
We made everything for you.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Part of the team. I hope you know what official titles belong on what teams. Good luck. Player one wins! Well done, Player One. Math says you're just barely our winner. But what does your heart say? Think about that, then think about this.
You don't know Jack!
Shh, please, don't put me in. I got a really good thing going here, just sitting on the bench. I do not want to ruin that with actually playing. Please.
If you love NCIS Los Angeles, you'll love the 3-episode French series the show is based on.
La neige est sur le sol. La vie est triste. Oh, que de souvenirs.
Oh, que de souvenir. Only on Bench Pipe.
Johnson, step into my office, now. You smell that? Step out and then back in. Right? Or is it just me?
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High. Yeah, it's puberty.
I thought this would have happened sooner.
This is You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio, and I'm your host, Schmitty. Get ready for your favorite You Don't Know Jack commercials from yesteryear. Put on your sunglasses because the past is so bright you gotta wear shades to get that reference. All right, let's listen.
I joined because I was looking for adventure.
I joined because I wanted a challenge.
I joined because I'm retired and they were looking for people over 55 who collect replica muskets.
Civil War reenactments are all about staging a fake battle that will impress tourists on their summer vacation.
Civil War reenactments are great because when you fake your death, you get to take a little nap.
If you're thinking about joining, you should expect to eat a lot of stew and wear really itchy wool uniforms.
You better like the music of people playing the spoons, because that happens a lot.
This ain't your granddad's war. It's your great-great-granddad's war. The old, the eccentric, the Civil War reenactors.
In the next episode of the Radio Drama Archive, we pull out the 1921 gem, The Midnight Run, starring Ernest Wilmore and Gladys Kemp, with sound effects from Foley artist Al Peppers. Here's a fun fact. Due to several financial constraints, Al had no props for this production. Here's a snippet.
Bang, 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 kablooey!
Mind if I barge in? Say, sweetheart, you look tied up. If you're not too busy, let me help you with that.
Oh, Mickey, you've come for me!
Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. Sound of chains rustling. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. The sound of chains.
Hands off the girl, Mickey!
Ah! He's got a gun!
Bam, 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 kerplunk! Sound of table falling over. Window breaking. Smash! Bam, 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 bam!
That's next week on the Radio Drama Archive. Order up!
At Appy's All Appetizer Funsterant, we have our own unique spin on boring traditional appetizers. We're talking loaded tater spankers, dipped artichoke boppers, tangy mushroom clumpers, ranch chicken bloomers, and jalapeno mouthgasms. And in our new 3 at Random deal, we'll throw darts at random words in our menu and create a signature appetizer just for you, like this. What's a sassy taco tower? Who knows? But we've got an app for that. We're having fun. Our friendly staff, aka fun agents, are waiting for you to start the party. So hang out, eat some killer apps, and do whatever you want. But don't ask for entrees or desserts. Seriously, don't. We only serve appetizers. Appy's All Appetizer Funsterant. We'd call ourselves a restaurant, but that's not as fun. Also, the state doesn't recognize us as one.
Thanks for joining me for another cruise down memory lane on You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. This is Schmitty saying, see you last time.
You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio.
And then you simply place the glazed donut in between the 2 chocolate frosted donuts, because nothing says "f*** off, Rick" like my signature donut sandwich.
According to the last census, I'm the fastest gun in the West.
Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. Let's check out what we have today. And it looks like... oh no. Oh, it's bees again. Bees again! Bees again!
Go Mayor! Goat Mayor. Goat Mayor.
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
I tell you what, though, man, life is different now. Life is different. Especially kids. All you hear now is, can I have screen time? Can I have screen time? My nephew kept asking me that question, and I said, sure. And then I plopped him in front of my screen door. I said, that was my screen time as a kid. I have an irrational fear of change.
Karen, you've been through so much.
Yes, I have.
Personal tragedy after personal tragedy, followed by a series of small instances that, when compiled, add up to more personal tragedy.
It's truly been awful.
That's why your family nominated you, Karen, for this unique opportunity. Are you ready?
I think so.
Karen, turn around, face the mirror, and take a look at your new hat.
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Hi there, I'm Sally Burrows, the casting director for You Don't Know Jack. I was the one who found Cookie Masterson giving swamp boat ghost tours on the Hudson. Of course, host is the only part we have to cast. So now my job consists of watching Cookie for signs of weakness, so I can bring in a waiter at a pirate-themed restaurant I've had my eye on. How are you doing today, Cookie?
Great, thanks.
Soon, Bucko Nair. Soon.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content.
Truth Talk 23/7.
You're on Binge Pipe, and this is Truth Talk 23/7.
Truth Talk.
I'm Nate Shapiro, your host, an honest warrior, a Greg Club Gold member, and a Neo Capricorn. Just like my cereal, I like to buy my justice in bulk. So it's time to examine expired coupons. I am owed 25 cents off granola bars. You know what? We can't just go by the dates dictated by Big Calendar. So join me next week. But don't trust the numbers on the wall. Just tune in after you see the moon 7 times. Truth Talk 23/7.
Truth Talk.
Wait. Oh my god, this Chinese takeout place, this isn't a normal restaurant. Look at the roof. It used to be a Pizza Hut. It used to be a Pizza Hut! Mr. Mayor, that octopus has a family.
Bears versus more bears. We hired too many bears and not enough other types of animals.
And the final rose goes to... Wait, does everyone already have a rose?
Sarah brought one from home.
Sarah with an H or Sarah with no H?
Sarah with 3 H's.
Can I get everyone's rose back, please?
Hey, it's your old pal Schmitty on Binge Pipe's You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. Our request lines are open, so if you've got a classic You Don't Know Jack commercial you'd like to hear, just send us a request in the mail and we should get it. Eventually. Things take a while to get to the right place around here. Anyway, here's a classic talk block of your favorite old You Don't Know Jack commercials.
Playing solitaire on the computer is fun, right? But it's hard to remember all those rules. Now there's a computer card game that gets back to the basics.
52 Card Pickup 2000.
That's right. 52 Card Pickup 2000 does all the work by throwing the virtual deck all over the virtual room.
Whoa! There are cards all over the place.
You know what to do next.
Here's the 4 of clubs under this couch. I'm gonna pick it up.
Wow, there's 3 or 4 under this table. I'm gonna pick them up.
You can play by yourself or set up exciting tournament play. With your web browser, you can even play other people across the internet. It's simple, it's repetitive, it's
52 Card Pickup 2000.
You'll wonder why you ever owned a real deck of cards.
This season, there's a new shot caller in primetime.
Melanie Hemperstash?
That's Detective Melanie Hemperstash.
Detective Hemperstash has the uncanny ability to tell if someone's been shot just by looking at them.
This man's been shot.
But not only is she a fiery ace detective, she's also a single looking for love.
I can tell if a guy's been shot in the brain, but I can't tell what men are thinking.
Shot caller.
This man's also been shot.
Good job, Melanie. Now, based on the exit wounds, can you tell what caliber?
My job here is done.
With the help of her